HSN coin collector. This is Mike Mizek, our resident numismatist. And we just, a lot of you are still calling in. By the way, we're here live. You call the number on your screen. A representative will answer the phone, and we're here, 24 hours a day when you call in. So here's the random BU penny, nickel, dime, and quarter for $59.95. And also 2 FlexPay, $29.98.
You know what happens here is we do a lot of mint sets and those types of things, and like I said, we have sets that are just not very. There's problems with the sets, if you will. Okay, and these are from the and like I said, primarily these are from kind of the 1970s, 1980s. So these are mint sets and stuff that we in essence had left over. I've got gem brilliant uncirculated coins, and what I've got here is a complete and total roll of every single solitary one of these older, older gem brilliant uncirculated Lincoln Memorial cents. So that has to be pre-2009. You can see most of these. Let's take a look at a couple of these. Most of these from the 1970s that you're going to have in here. Check that out. All gem brilliant uncirculated that you're going to have. So what are these right here? That's a 1960. Denver Mint. So I mean, all of these are kind of significant in terms of age. Those are 1960s. These are mostly 1960s, it seems. But we've got these gem brilliant uncirculated rolls, pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters that have come out of original United States mint sets, okay? That have come out of United States government issue mint sets. So $59.95, and these coins are going to be, on average, going to be about 40 or 50 years old. If you look at the face value, it's $17. So you're basically paying 3 cents a piece. I mean, the copper in here is worth more than the 3 cents on the penny side. So and you can see by the color that those are copper pennies right there. So you're paying basically kind of triple face value is what we're looking at. That all gem brilliant uncirculated is the important part of this, and these are going to be coins that we have got out of United States government issue mint sets primarily. Most of them from the 1960s and 1970s. Ultimately, what this is all of the things that we put aside where the coins are still good, all right? But we have something else wrong with the other coins in the set. These are stunning. So look at this coin right here, 1977. And these are gem brilliant uncirculated. These are 1977. So these coins are mostly going, there's a 1978, 1978. So many of these coins, mostly from the 70s and 80s, 60s, 70s, and 80s is what we're looking at. You look at the nationally advertised catalog, $1.95 at minimum for the quarters. You're gonna get 40 quarters. You get 50 dimes. You get 40 nickels. You get 50 pennies. So what you're looking at is 140, what is that going to be, 180 coins. 180 gem brilliant uncirculated coins for just, in essence, a bit more than face value. For just a bit more than face value. It is a great thing. Like I said, on average, they're going to be about 50, between 30 and 50 years old is what we're looking at. They're going to come in the presentation tubes that you see right here. Check this out. Is that how the mint, like they came out of the mint in those tubes? Or did you do the tubes? We made these tubes right here. They came out of like an original United States mint set that we have not been able to use. So one of the other coins in the mint set was problematic. We're able to fill that up. Right, okay.